Have you ever wondered why some products are ready to manufacture and still can't be delivered? It happens all the time. Not because the product wasn't good, because the supply chain wasn't ready. Here's what many founders don't realize. Finding a supplier isn't the same as qualifying one. A factory may say it can make your product. A component supplier may offer the lowest price. A quote may look perfect, but that doesn't mean the supplier can consistently deliver the right quality, at the right cost, on the right timeline. This is where many teams make a costly mistake. They spend months designing the product, engineering it, prototyping it, preparing for production. Then, when they're finally ready to manufacture, they start looking for suppliers. By then, they're already behind. Here's another surprise. The goal isn't simply to find someone who can make your product. The goal is to build a supply chain you can depend on. Imagine entering production with qualified suppliers already selected, components already evaluated, manufacturing capabilities already reviewed, costs already compared, lead times already understood, quality requirements already defined, and backup options identified where appropriate. That's a completely different production launch. At Rabbit Product Design, we don't just help you find suppliers, we help you evaluate whether they are the right suppliers for your product. Because manufacturing works better when every part of the supply chain has been reviewed before production begins. Our supply chain qualification service is designed to create a connected sourcing and manufacturing system, not a random list of vendors, a system. We help you identify potential suppliers, review their capabilities, request and compare quotes, evaluate materials and components, assess production capacity, confirm tooling requirements, review minimum order quantities, analyze lead times, define quality expectations, evaluate cost and payment terms, coordinate samples where appropriate, and identify risks before they disrupt production. Because every supplier, every component, every manufacturing process, and every delivery timeline affects your ability to produce and scale. A lower price isn't always a lower cost. A supplier may offer a cheaper part, but require a larger order. A factory may promise a faster timeline, but lack the right quality control process. A component may work perfectly, but have an unreliable lead time, and one unavailable part can stop the entire production line. We've worked with founders who were ready to choose the first supplier that provided an attractive quote. Instead, we slowed down, compared options, reviewed capabilities, evaluated samples, clarified specifications, identified potential risks, and created a stronger sourcing plan. By the time they entered production, they weren't relying on promises alone. They had a supply chain built around the real needs of their product. That's the difference. You're no longer asking, who can make this? You're determining who can make this correctly, consistently, and at the scale we need. That's how production risk is reduced. At Rabbit Product Design, our supply chain qualification service connects sourcing, engineering, design for manufacturing, supplier evaluation, component selection, cost analysis, quality planning, logistics, and production strategy into one coordinated system. Because reliable manufacturing rarely depends on one factory. It depends on the complete network behind the product. The component suppliers, material vendors, tooling partners, assemblers, quality control teams, packaging vendors, and logistics providers, all working together. Because a product is only as dependable as the supply chain required to build and deliver it. If you're serious about bringing your product to market, don't wait until you're ready to place a purchase order to evaluate your suppliers. Qualify the supply chain first, understand the risks, confirm the capabilities, and move into production with greater confidence. Schedule a free strategy session. Click the link in the description below to learn more. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and ring the bell.